Also, My Hero Academia actually ended. This was a big one. And as complicated as the series is across the board, because there are people who genuinely love My Hero Academia, and there are people who have problems. Like, I know there are plenty of people who fucking hate, even to this day, Deku. They hate him as a main character, and they really wish he wasn't. You know, I'm one of those people where it's just like, you can give me a character that's imperfect, weak and everything, and I want to see them develop and grow over time. I like what they did with the ending. I do feel like that last arc it was across the board. I think one of Horikoshi's biggest problems is his biggest strength, and that is character. Like, he has so many good, like, stories up for characters, but he wrote too many characters to the point where everything got boiled down to where you're just focusing on 3. And that last arc felt like you wanted to give everybody the spotlight. And that's where it's just like, it felt way too packed. It felt like the problem I have with Bleach's Arrancar arc, where it's just like, you want to give everybody the spotlight. You want this to be action-packed to the brim. But it's just like, there's no real room to breathe. There's no real room to focus. It's just conflict after conflict after action after action after story after story. It's just, yeah. Like, I think the ending wasn't bad. I do like the sort of ending note they go off of with Midoriya, where it is kind of a sweet note that they go off of with him. And personally, I'm just going to say this right now because I doubt I'm going to have much of a chance to. I'm just going to say a hot take. I feel like the people who hate, most of the people who genuinely hate on Deku because he's a fucking crybaby are projecting. I'm just going to say that. I feel like, because let's be real. How many people growing up were weak? How many people were just like, you got bullied, you got picked on, you got into fights, or you had bad shit happening to you? You had bad things happening to you, right? I feel like Deku is sort of a reflection of that point in time where many of us were like young, and we were just weak, and we were bullied, and we were picked on, so on and so forth. And I think for a lot of people, they see themselves in Deku and they fucking hate it. Like, they see themselves because it's just like a character who's just weak, cries all the time, and just not actually getting strong or anything. Not just a strong character. And they hate him because they hate that ultimately he's reflective of them. And I think that's kind of the crux of a lot of the hatred around Deku, honestly. In the same way of, like, other characters too, but yeah, that's where I feel like that hatred for My Hero Academia's protagonist sort of stems from, is this projective reflection, where it's just like, oh, you hate him because he cries, you hate him because he's weak, and it's just like, it does feel very much like you're pushing your own past onto him, and it's ultimately making you hate it so much more. That's what I feel like when it comes to, like, hating his character, because I do identify with like Deku's past and everything and upbringing, and I don't know, I liked seeing him go from this, like, this weak kid who just had dreams but nothing to be able to act on it, but still wanting to be a hero in his heart, and then actually working his way to actually becoming that hero. I thought was genuinely a good story. At the very least, for the most part, I liked it. I do think that last arc, though, was just, it was so much. I just, oh my god. But yeah, the ending to it, I mean, it's fine. I don't hate it. It's fine. I feel like it's just kind of it's exhausting after what they went both with that arc, but yeah.
I'm spending all my time for what she wanna take me round the streets till the night is up. I'm getting, I don't know if I'm not making this shit for 3 years. I'm in the same damn spot.